Welcome to the Explainer. What if I told you that the key to understanding your personal nutritional needs isn't in some fad diet or a calorie counting app, but that it's been right on the tip of your tongue this whole time? Today, we're exploring an ancient secret hidden within the simple sensation of taste.
You know how it is. It feels like every single week there's a new superfood or some diet that promises to change everything, only for the advice to completely flip a month later. It's just exhausting. But what if we could cut through all that noise with a system that's been working for thousands of years?
This ancient framework tells us we can put away the calculators and those long lists of forbidden foods. The real guide to what our body needs is already built in, and it communicates with us directly through the language of taste.
So, the core idea here is simple, but it's also incredibly profound. The taste of a food isn't just a flavor, it's a direct signal of its effect on your body. In Ayurveda, this concept is known as rasa, and it teaches that taste is literally nature's way of telling us what a food is going to do for us.
So how does this actually work? Well, the entire system is built on 6 fundamental tastes. I love this analogy. Think of them as the primary colors of nutrition. Separately, they're distinct, but when you put them together, they create a complete balanced picture.
All right, first up, we've got sweet. This is the taste of comfort and deep nourishment. You know, that satisfaction you get from a bowl of oatmeal or a perfectly ripe piece of fruit. It's the taste that literally builds our body's tissues.
Then we have sour. That zesty, mouth-watering feeling you get from a squeeze of lemon or a spoonful of yogurt. Yeah, that's not just flavor. That's your digestive system waking up, getting fired up and ready to work. And the salty taste, it does so much more than just make things delicious. It helps us stay hydrated. It supports our nervous system, and it really grounds our energy. A little bit is absolutely essential for life itself.
Feeling a little sluggish? The pungent taste. That's your best friend. It's that sharp, spicy kick from things like ginger or chili that gets your circulation moving and your metabolism firing on all cylinders. It is the taste of stimulation.
Okay, let's talk about bitter. I know, it might be an acquired taste for some of us, but man, it is so important. Think of dark leafy greens or a strong cup of coffee. Bitter is basically nature's detoxifier, helping to cleanse and lighten up our whole system.
And finally, there's that really unique, kind of dry, puckering feeling you get from a cup of black tea or a bite of a lentil. That's the astringent taste. Its main job is to tone and tighten tissues, helping the body feel more, pulled together. So there you have it, sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent. Now, the goal in Ayurveda isn't to demonize any of them, not at all. It's about creating a complete meal that includes a bit of everything. But why? Well, it's because each one sends a totally unique set of instructions to your body.
And what's really interesting is that these tastes, they are not all created equal when it comes to energy. Ayurveda actually ranks them based on their nourishing power. For example, the sweet taste, found in things like grains, is considered the most grounding and energy-providing. Way on the other end, you have tastes like astringent, which are much lighter and provide less raw energy. Okay, but where do these tastes even come from? This is where it gets really cool. Ayurveda connects everything, and I mean everything, back to the 5 great elements of nature: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. The idea is that each taste is a physical manifestation of these elemental energies.
And honestly, when you see it laid out like this, it just clicks, right? The sweet taste is made of earth and water. Of course, it's grounding and heavy. The pungent taste? Fire and air. No wonder it's so stimulating and light. This elemental blueprint is the why behind each taste's specific effect on us.
All right, so we have the tastes. We know they come from the elements. So what? How do we actually use this information? Well, the whole point of all this is to achieve balance. And in Ayurveda, these tastes are the primary tools we use to balance our unique mind-body constitution, which is known as our dosha.
This right here, this is the practical playbook. Ayurveda identifies 3 core energy types, or doshas. Vata is the energy of movement, often described as light and airy. Pitta is the energy of transformation, think fire. And Kapha is the energy of structure, very earthy and stable. You can see right here how certain tastes calm one energy down while potentially cranking another one up. It's this beautiful system of checks and balances.
But wait, there's more. It gets even more nuanced than that. The effect of a food doesn't just stop after that first taste hits your tongue. Ayurveda looks way deeper, at the energetic imprint a food leaves on your body long after the meal is over.
It's a concept called virya, basically a food's inherent heating or cooling energy.
Now, we're not talking about the literal temperature here. A chili pepper has a hot energy, whether it's served hot or cold. So tastes like sour, salty, and pungent tend to stoke our metabolic fire, while sweet, bitter, and astringent have a much more cooling effect.
And for the final layer, there's vipaka, which is the post-digestive effect. Think of it like the final note of a song that lingers in the air. It's the ultimate long-term impact a food has on your body. And what's wild is that all 6 of those tastes distill down to just 3 final effects: sweet, sour, or pungent. This shows the food's deepest nourishing or cleansing action. So when you start to layer these 3 concepts together, the initial taste, the heating or cooling energy, and that post-digestive effect, you move way beyond simple rules. You get an incredibly sophisticated and personal food code, a dynamic system for choosing exactly what you need to feel your best. You know, what this ancient system ultimately teaches us is that taste is nature's code. It's a language that was designed for us to understand, not just enjoy. Learning to pay attention to these 6 tastes is like learning to speak your body's native tongue, tapping into its profound, innate wisdom.
So the next time you sit down to eat, just take a moment, notice the tastes on your plate. Think about the flavors you've been craving. What if that's not a weakness or some random desire, but a profound message from your body calling for balance? Listening to that message might just be the most powerful health advice you'll ever receive.